and hit that notification bell so you never miss the latest updates on your favorite stars. Let's dive in. For years, fans have watched Jong Suk and IU's journey from admired celebrities to a beloved couple with fascination and admiration. Their chemistry was once rumored, then confirmed, and now it has taken a new turn, one that has left fans worldwide in awe. In a rare and deeply personal interview, Jong Suk finally opened up about the real reason he chose IU, born Lee Ji-eun, not just as a partner but as the person he wants to spend the rest of his life with. And what he said was not only honest, it was utterly moving. Dressed in a simple beige sweater, seated in a softly lit studio, Jong Suk looked visibly more vulnerable than ever before. Gone was the polished charm of the actor known for roles in While You Were Sleeping or Big Mouth. This was the real Jong Suk, a man deeply in love and unafraid to show it. When the interviewer gently brought up IU's name, a smile immediately lit up his face. But it wasn't the grin of a man caught up in fame or surface-level attraction. It was the quiet, reflective smile of someone who's lived through solitude, success, and emotional storms and found peace. I didn't fall for her because she was a celebrity, he began, pausing for a moment as if weighing the gravity of his words. I chose her because she saw the real me before anyone else did. That one sentence changed the entire tone of the interview. Jong Suk, often praised for his striking visuals and emotional acting, has rarely allowed the public to see his private self. But in this interview he shed all pretenses. He talked about loneliness, about feeling misunderstood even in the midst of popularity, and how IU's presence had slowly healed him. There were times when I'd come home after filming for 18 hours, completely drained, he recalled. I'd sit in the dark, just me and my thoughts. I felt empty, like all the applause meant nothing when the cameras turned off. It was during one of those silent, difficult phases that IU re-entered his life. Not as a superstar, not as Korea's sweetheart, but as Ji-eun the person. She didn't try to fix me, he said softly. She just listened. She made me feel like I wasn't broken to begin with. What followed was a stunning revelation that took even the interviewer by surprise. There was one night. She came over after I had a rough day on set. I didn't even speak. I just sat there and she started humming one of her songs. Through the night. That moment it felt like home. I realized then, I don't want to go through life with anyone else but her. Fans who have long shipped the couple found themselves weeping after the interview aired. The hashtags #LeeJongSuk, #RealLove, and #LifePartnerGoals began trending across platforms. Even IU, known for her usually composed demeanor, responded with a heartfelt Instagram story, sharing a simple image of two hands holding, one of them unmistakably Jong Suk's. But the interview didn't stop at romantic gestures. Jong Suk went deeper, sharing how IU had been there for him during one of the darkest periods of his life, the post-military adjustment phase. He admitted struggling with identity, wondering whether he still belonged in the industry, whether he had lost touch with his younger self. I told her once, "What if I'm not the same Jong Suk you knew?" She just smiled and said, "I don't want the same version. I want the version you grow into." That's when I knew, this woman is not just my girlfriend. She's the one I'd trust with my future, with my vulnerability, with my forever. When asked if he had plans to marry her, Jong Suk didn't hesitate. "Yes. I don't know when, but I know it will happen. Not because people expect it. Not for a fairy tale ending. But because every morning I wake up and the first person I want to share my day with is her." The interview's impact rippled beyond fans. Celebrities, actors, and even directors who had worked with both IU and Jong Suk began sharing their own anecdotes about the couple. One director revealed how IU would secretly bring meals to the set of Jong Suk's dramas, staying out of sight but ensuring he ate well. Another stylist mentioned how Jong Suk would keep IU's favorite snacks in his trailer when she visited. Small, quiet moments of love, now magnified under the spotlight. Notably, Jong Suk made a heartfelt appeal to fans and the media. "I know people are curious. I know our lives aren't fully ours once we become public figures. But if you truly support us, then I hope you'll let us grow in peace. Love isn't a drama or a photo shoot. It's messy, quiet, sacred." That single line, "Love isn't a drama," has now become a viral quote, appearing on fan art, tweets, and even fan-made t-shirts. And perhaps that's what made this interview so powerful. In a world of curated images and perfect couple photos, Jong Suk showed what real love looks like. Choosing someone every day, even when the cameras are off. IU has yet to give an official interview responding in full, but those close to her say she was deeply moved by Jong Suk's words. One of her longtime friends posted a cryptic message after the interview aired. When someone sees your scars and still calls you beautiful, that's love. She found that. In the end, this interview was not just a declaration of love. It was a window into the heart of a man who has loved silently, fiercely, and without condition. It was a reminder that even in the glamorous world of Korean entertainment, genuine connection still exists, and that sometimes the most powerful love stories happen away from the stage. So when Jong Suk said, "I chose IU as my life partner because she chose me, the real me," it wasn't just a headline. It was a truth carved into every word he spoke, every glance he gave, every silence he let linger. And for millions watching around the world, it was more than enough to believe in love again. As the interview progressed, the atmosphere in the studio shifted. What began as a celebrity feature slowly evolved into something more intimate, almost sacred. The interviewer, sensing the vulnerability in Jong Suk's voice, gently asked, "What is it about IU that made you certain she's the one?" Jong Suk paused, his fingers intertwined, his gaze soft, almost distant, as though recalling a memory so personal it hurt to share. "It's not one thing," he said, his voice quiet but firm. "It's thousands of little things. The way she laughs when she's nervous. The way she makes tea when I can't sleep. How she never tries to impress anyone, yet ends up impressing everyone." He smiled, looking down briefly before adding, "She's never tried to change me. Not once. She lets me be broken, moody, excited, confused. She doesn't just accept the best parts of me. She holds space for the worst." That line, "she holds space for the worst," would later be quoted by fans and relationship experts alike as a defining moment in modern celebrity romance. In a world obsessed with perfection, Jong Suk was choosing authenticity. He continued, "In this industry, you learn early on that many people love an idea of you, not who you really are. You never once made me feel like a product. I'm just Jong Suk to her, and that's all I've ever wanted to be." As his voice trembled ever so slightly, fans watching from home could feel it. This wasn't scripted. This wasn't a PR stunt. This was real. And real love, in its purest form, was unfolding right in front of them. The conversation soon turned to their early days. The actor opened up about their private beginnings, how they kept their connection low-key, how they went on simple late-night walks, shared playlists, and texted each other poems during filming breaks. She once sent me a line from a Rilke poem. "Love consists of this. Two solitudes that protect and touch and greet each other." That's her. You know? She never invades. She gently meets you where you are. For someone known to be so fiercely private, Jong Suk's openness came as a shock to even his closest fans. But it was a welcome one. He revealed, almost shyly, that he had written her a letter, months before the interview, in which he told her she had saved him, not in a grand dramatic way, but through patience and understanding. "I told her, you didn't just heal me, you taught me how to heal myself. And that's why I want her by my side for the rest of my life." And then came the moment that melted hearts across the world. When asked if he could share one wish for the future, Jong Suk said, without hesitation, "I want to grow old with her. Not grow famous, not win more awards, not headline more dramas, just grow old. Together." He laughed, slightly embarrassed, but his eyes glistened with sincerity. "Imagine us at 70, sitting on a porch somewhere, her still humming songs while I read a book. That's the dream." In the hours after the interview aired, online platforms exploded. Fans flooded comment sections with messages of support, love, and disbelief. "This isn't a K-drama. This is better than any K-drama," one user wrote. Another commented, "They just made me believe in love again." But perhaps the most surprising reaction came from IU herself, who broke her silence with a rare, emotional post on her fan cafe. It simply read, "He saw me when I was hiding, and still he chose me." The internet practically collapsed. Screenshots of her message went viral within minutes. Couples shared the post with each other. Young fans cried, older fans nodded knowingly. Something about this story resonated universally. And yet it was never about fame, never about status, not about image. This was a story about two souls who found each other and decided, quietly, bravely, to walk forward together. A respected K-pop journalist summed it up best.